What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Brawlic John with another episode of How to Play. And on this episode, we are on the road to Regulation F. Alright? I already beat the DLC. I'm working on completing my Pokedex and getting all of the new Pokemon that I'm going to be able to feature on this channel. But before Regulation F officially comes out and all of these new Pokemon become official, I thought I can give you guys a team that I think will be great in Regulation F without any of the new mons, right? So this is an idea that you guys can sit on because Regulation F and the Indigo Disc DLC has brought us Expanding Force. Now, what does that mean? That means we can build some really fun Psy-Spam Trick Room teams, except we don't need Armor Rouge. Armor Rouge is a thing of the past, and with no Armor Rouge, that allows us to play some new strategies. So let's get into it. The heart and soul of this team is Indeedee plus Bronzong. Indeedee plus Bronzong is going to get Trick Room up almost 99% of the time, if I'm being honest. Outside of Imprison, there's very few leads that have a chance against this, and if you see Imprison, there's ways to play around that. But for now, let's just focus on Indeedee plus Bronzong. Bronzong is Terra Fire, which means if your opponent leads something like Chi-Yu plus Fluttermane, all you have to do is go follow me, Terra Fire Trick Room, bada bing bada boom, realest dudes in the room. Follow me will redirect Urshifu and all sorts of other threats. Bronzong is carrying Gyro Ball. This is so that it can one-shot Fluttermane. Alright, that's why Gyro Ball is really good. Now, if you take a closer look at this Bronzong set, you're going to notice Iron Defense, Body Press, and Trick Room. Why? Well, Trick Room because we need it. That's obvious. But the Iron Defense and the Body Press, it's for Incineroar. Let's take a step back and think about it. The biggest weakness that Psy-Spam is going to have in Regulation F is Incineroar. So what this team can do is right in Incineroar's face, you can follow me, you can Trick Room, and then you can start setting up some Iron defenses. Bear in mind, you have Terra Fire, so we're not fearing Flare Blitz, and you have a super effective Body Press into Incineroar that is unaffected by Intimidate, right? This is basically a plan where Intimidate doesn't help. Now, behind Bronzong, we have our three major sweepers. Let's take a look at Ursaluna. Now, Earthquake next to a Levitate mon is nothing new, but really think about it, guys. Think about Regulation F and how much people are going to be relying on their Incineroars in order to beat Trick Room. We have Bronzong with Body Press Iron Defense. We have Ursaluna with Earthquake that can spam Earthquake next to Bronzong. And we have Hatterene with Dazzling Gleam. We have three ways to hit the Incineroar really hard. And that's what's going to make this team really fun, right? After we set up Trick Room, I can bring in Hatterene and I can hit Expanding Force. I could bring in Torkoal and I can hit Eruption. I can bring in Ursaluna next to Bronzong and I can hit Earthquake. If I think you're going to protect, I can set up a Swords Dance. So many options that this team has. Now, last but not least, this team does have Chi-Yu. The reason why we are running Focus Sash Chi-Yu is for the mirror match, right? Another thing you're going to see a lot of on ladder is the mirror. So in the mirror, if I'm playing against Psy-Spam, I actually think it's really powerful to lead something like Chi-Yu plus Hatterene. Because what that does is it puts the onus on your opponent to decide whether or not they're setting up Trick Room. And they're going to have to eat a Snarl, a Dark Pulse, a Heat Wave, a Dazzling Gleam. If they lead Indeedee, they're giving me Expanding Force. There's just so many ways where Chi-Yu plus Hatterene is really strong into the mirror. And Focus Sash allows Chi-Yu to be a final option Pokemon if your Trick Room expires, where you can just have Chi-Yu in the back and you can rely on it to help win you some games. So this team is going to be really powerful, really fun. I'm excited for you guys to use this team in Regulation F. I know you guys want to see some of the new Pokemon as well. They are still not legal in ranked action, but they are coming. Trust me. Raging Bolt, Walking Wake, Iron Boulder. I am going to make a video for all of those teams. So if you guys can do me a favor, please, in the comment section below, let me know what you think of the DLC and what DLC Pokemons you are excited to see me feature on my YouTube channel. If this video gets to 10 plus comments, I will post the Poke Paste for this team. Actually, you know what? Since you guys are so awesome, let's make it 15. I believe in you guys. 15 comments, and I will post the Poke Paste for this Trick Room team. Like I said, guys, this Trick Room team is straightforward. However, it is adjusted for Incineroar. Armarouge is out. Bronzong and Ursaluna are in. Good luck, Incineroar. Let's see you break this one. Guys, enjoy the video. Enjoy the team. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, comment, a sub, all that good stuff. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. And my opponent has a pretty fast team with just a random Galarian Articuno there. I'm a little bit afraid that the Galarian Articuno might be like Trick Room, like an Imprisonmon. That definitely makes sense for his type of team. He doesn't have a lot of spread moves here. So I'm thinking Indeedee plus Bronzong should be like a guaranteed Trick Room. The only issue I can see is if he does have Imprison, things could get pretty awkward for me, all things considered. But I think I should be okay to go with the Core 4 here. He might have Ice Spinner as well, which can once again be pretty awkward, all things considered. That said, I think I could just go with the Core 4 here. Torkoal is probably pretty good, but I think these 4 is okay. Part of me just wants to go for the Chi-Yu lead. Chi-Yu next to Bronzong, but then I wouldn't really be able to stop a double up of like Shadow Ball and things like that. So I think I'll go with the Core 4 to start off this matchup. Sorry, let me just adjust my camera a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll go with the Core 4 here to kind of start this matchup. The only thing I'm really concerned about is whether or not that Galarian Articuno is there for Imprison. If it's there for Imprison, then things could get a little bit rough. And also Ice Spinner on Chien-Pao, which is 50-50. His team doesn't have any terrain, so I imagine it's Ice Spinner, right? Alright, so they go for Pao D-Knight, so we're probably going to see something like Ice Spinner here. I feel as though, I mean, he can't E-Speed, right? So, I mean, Follow Me plus Trick Room is fine here. He might get away with the fact that he's going to get rid of terrain, which would be a little bit awkward for me. But I still think I definitely have ways to win the game. So I am going to go for Follow Me here. And then I'm going to go for Trick Room. I don't think I need to Terra here, to be totally honest. So I'm just going to go ahead and press the Trick Room button. And then I could hold my Terra for the end game. Which could be pretty good on the Hatterene, depending on how they go about this. So he crunches the Indeedee. Ooh, that actually knocks Indeedee out. I don't think Dragonite can one-shot the Bronzong at all. Oh, he's going for Iron Head Flinch. There's no way, right? There's no way that's your play. Okay. Oh my god. Please. Please, why would that be your play? Okay, so that's pretty good for me. That's pretty good for me. Now, I could bring in Hat here and go for Dazzling Gleam. Seems pretty powerful. So I think that is what I'm going to do here. I mean, Ursaluna EQ seems really good as well. But I think we'll go for the Razzle Dazzle here. Because we don't want the Chien-Pao to get rid of terrain, right? So this puts me in a pretty good spot here. Now, I could Terra Psychic Pure just to get away from his Iron Head damage. Because Iron Head might knock out the Hatterene, but I actually don't even really think so. Am I going to use the Terra on anyone else? I actually think Terra Psychic is just fine here, because I don't want Iron Head to knock out the Hatterene. So I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam here, and I kind of want to go for an Iron Defense. But I think Gyro Ball into the Chien-Pao slot just to cover for Focus Sash would be a bit better here. Now, he might go ahead and protect the Chien-Pao. That's the only bad thing. Which is why I'm going for Terra Psychic, because I don't want to take super effective damage from Iron Head. Although I do think this was a mistake. I mean, even if he's Choice Banded, I still think I would have lived. But you want to be better safe than sorry, right? So now he's going for Terra on one of his mons, probably the Dragonite, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to... Oh, it's Flying Dragonite. Interesting. I wouldn't be surprised to see Protect out of Chen Pao here. This is probably Assault Vest Dragonite too. Yeah, so that's a little bit unfortunate here. That's definitely unfortunate. Here comes the Dazzling Gleam here. I definitely could have doubled the Dragonite here. I mean, double Dazzling Gleam is gonna be fine here. Now, the question is do I die to... whatever he's about to go for here? Alright, he just Iron Heads. Okay, so I feel really good about going Terra Psychic there. He's actually Lorb. Okay, so I feel really good about my play. My Bronzong gets to heal up a little bit. This is gonna make switching for him pretty tough. So I'm gonna go for Dazzling Gleam here in case Chen Pao stays in. And I guess I will Gyro Ball the Chen Pao slot again. The battle was canceled. Okay, and just like that, we wrap it up. He had no switch-ins, he had no priority, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We don't even need Expanding Force. Shout out to my opponent. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go, and this is about as bad of a matchup as we could get, because my opponent has Rain Dance Urshifu with Terrain Control with just a random Hydreigon here. So definitely not the greatest in the world that's happening right now. But we're still just going to go for our kind of core 4. I think we leave the Ursaluna home here, and we go ahead and we bring the Torkoal. We'll be able to get up Trick Room kind of no matter what here. It's just the big issue is going to be that my opponent's going to be able to kind of set up Terrain when they want. And then also they have that Hydreigon here, which complicates things. But let's see what they lead. They lead Goldengo Rillaboom. Okay, so this is favorable to me, because now I just win the Terrain War here right away. So this is definitely favorable to me. Now, he could go for a Make It Rain, but I kind of cover that option here. So I'm feeling actually pretty good about this lead for me, especially because I could bring in Torkoal. So I think my opponent made a little bit of mistake in what should have been a pretty good matchup for him. I am going to go ahead and just hit Follow Me, and I'm just going to hit Trick Room. We're not going to overcomplicate it. We're going to keep it simple. Let's make sure we get Trick Room up. The hope is that he goes ahead and knocks out the Indeedee. But let's see what they go for here. They actually went for Shadow Ball, so they're not even going to get my Indeedee this turn. They do Wood Hammer the slot. Okay. And now Trick Room goes up. Alright, so Trick Room goes up here. I could set up a Body Press here and let my Indeedee go down. I think that's the play. Or I could just swap in here, but what I swap into could be really, really scary, right? So I'm just going to go for... I'm going to go for a Follow Me, and I'm going to go for an Iron Defense here. Because I want the Indeedee to go down. I need the Indeedee to go down. Because we already lost the turn of Trick Room because my opponent decided not to Make It Rain. And that's a bit unfortunate, right? Alright, so he goes for the Wood Hammer. That knocks me out. Oh, but now he gets the Shadow Ball. His... Wait. I messed up. I don't know if I live this now. Oh, he went for Nasty Plot. Never mind, I am good. Never mind, we're gaming. Okay, so in this case, I bring in the Torkoal here, and then we start punishing Protects and Switch-ins, right? We just gotta start punishing the Protects and the Switch-ins. Rillaboom's gonna switch out, but it's gonna come at a cost here. They might have Torn in the back, they might have whatever they have. Do I need... No, I don't need. Alright, so I'm just gonna go Terrifier Eruption here. And I am going to go... The problem is, so Goldengo... What is he going to do? And I guess I Gyro Ball the Rillaboom slot? Because either Rillaboom stays in and dies, and then this Gyro Ball just goes into whatever Goldengo is. Now, Goldengo could be Terra Dragon, and that could be pretty rough. But even then, if he went for, like, Make It Rain, I would be okay. If he knocked out Bronzong, I would be fine, more or less. This might be Terra Dragon Dengo, though, now that I think about it. But I think this is still kind of fine here. I do wish I went for Body Press, because Body Press actually would have had a decent chance to knock out here if I would have went for Body Press into that Rillaboom slot. Now, he doesn't switch out the Rillaboom, so I will maintain my terrain control. That still does half, which is pretty crazy, right? That still does half. Now, the only issue is, I think if I would have clicked Body Press, I would have picked up a knockout here. Yeah, I think Body Press would have got the knockout. Now, who are you Shadow Balling? Bronzong? Okay, so you got rid of my Trick Room setter. I still have 2 turns of Trick Room, though, and depending what you have in the back, you're gonna need Mons with Protect to win this. You're definitely gonna need Mons with Protect, because now I just kind of cover both spots no matter what here. Expanding Force just kind of goes crazy. Let's see what they bring in here. This should be a win, but it depends. I think I have 3 turns left of Trick Room because they wasted 1. Alright, so they bring out Arcanine. Okay, so they bring out Arcanine. Now, Arcanine's really good here, all things considered. But I still have coverage for this. I have 2 turns left of Trick Room. So this turn, I am okay to go with Earth Power into the Arcanine slot. And then I can go with Expanding Force into the Arcanine slot as well, right? And then that should be enough to kill the Goldengo. Yeah, the Goldengo's going to go for Protect. But the Arcanine's going to go down here. I'm kind of chilling, I think. Earth Power might one-shot it. Let's see if it survives. Yeah. Okay. So now they only have 1 turn left of Trick Room. I think their only chance to win is to hit a double Protect on this Goldengo, especially depending what their last Mon is, right? And you can see the pressure that Expanding Force applies in this situation to what is otherwise a super strong meta team, right? They had a very strong team. I think they played it a little bit incorrectly. Hydreigon. Okay, so just Dazzling Gleam then goes crazy. Fine. We will Eruption here. And we will Dazzling Gleam. And that should be GG's then. That should be GG's. Like I said, there's every chance they could hit a double Protect, but I think I'm good here for the most part. I think I'm good here. As long as they don't hit the double, right? So we're like, at the very minimum, maybe 66% chance to win. Unless this Hydreigon has like some sort of weird item. They don't even go for double Protect, so yeah, we just win. Big Eruption's gonna do massive damage, even to the Hydreigon. It actually almost takes it out. Torkoal is insane. Alright guys, so that was cutting it a little bit close. That was cutting it a little bit close, but we were able to kind of do what we gotta do here. Big Dazzling Gleam is gonna pick up the Hydreigon, and that is a GG's. And guys, that is the power of Expanding Force Hatterene. It's just so much pressure. It's really difficult for people to deal with if they don't lead properly into your Trick Room. So GG's to my opponent. Yeah. Alrighty, next game of the day. And we have Regidrago, which is really scary. Regidrago, Urshifu, Torn, Goldengo. This can be really, really scary. If he goes for like Torn Dengo, there's definitely a chance I could just straight up lose. I think I need to go in DD Bronzong and kind of play it by ear here. He could go Torn Urshifu, he could go Dengo Drago, and just double spread move, and I would be pretty hard pressed to win, honestly. Maybe I go Hat. No, because Hat hard loses to Make It Rain, right? That's the issue. Now, what do we want in the back? I think we def want Hatterene, and I think we def want Torkoal in the back, right? I think those are the 2 good Mons for me to bring here that will apply the most pressure. Ursaluna is definitely good here, but I think even though I do have the Bronzong, I mean, I guess Earthquake was pretty good here as an option as well, given that he doesn't have grassy terrain. But I think the 4 that I brought are okay. I think the onus is on my opponent because he has a lot of different options here. He just has to call my lead. Otherwise, I'm going to snowball him, right? So he goes for Ogerpon plus Goldengo here. Ogerpon plus Goldengo is totally fine by me. I think I can easily just go for Follow Me action and Trick Room here. He might set up a nasty plot on that Dango, and that's totally fine, but I think I'm chilling here. So I'm going to go for a follow me, and I am going to go for a Trick Room. And I feel pretty comfortable with this play. Unless my opponent has something up their sleeve, I feel pretty good about this. Yo, people keep shadow balling in front of Indeedee, and that's kind of wild to me. That is a little bit wild to me. I shan't not tell a lie. Alright, so what do we do here, right? I can't follow me again. So they know they can hit into this slot. What would they even hit into this slot? I don't think he would shadow ball this slot, obviously. I kind of want to switch in Torkoal on the Indeedee slot, and then I want to go for an Iron Defense on Bronzong. I mean, he can shadow ball the Bronzong. Should I Terra it? Terra Fire Bronzong goes for Iron Defense. I think that could be pretty good, because I think this could be Shadow Ball plus like Ivy Cudgel into both slots, which is why I'm willing to let my Torkoal take a Cudgel. If anything, I'll spam Heat Wave, and then let my Bronzong set up for Body Press, and then I can start applying pressure like that. He actually swaps out the Goldengo, so I just completely wasted my Terra, and he brings in Regidrago, which is not ideal. Now, what's the Ogerpon? You're going Terra on your Ogerpon? Whoa. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's my Bronzong. Okay, whoopsies. Alright, this is probably Spiky Shield, then? You just going for a Spiky Shield, buddy? This is an interesting turn for me. He just goes for Follow Me. Oh, that's fine. I'm setting up. I'm totally setting up, buddy. Totally just setting up over here. Now, the issue is now, yeah, now I'm applying some pressure here. I'm going to go for Eruption here to try to do as much to Regidrago as possible. I am going to Body Press into the Regidrago slot. He could switch back into Goldengo, but he's not going to switch back into Goldengo. So Regidrago goes for Protect. If this is a double Protect, I'm fine with that. No, it's not a double Protect, so he's just giving me Ogerpon. Unless this Ogerpon is sashed, which it's not. Okay, so Ogerpon goes down for the count, which means he loses his redirection. So he no longer has redirection here, which means next turn I could definitely pressure this Drago, which is the one resist that he's shown me. His Goldengo could be Terra Dragon, which we saw in the last game. Terra Dragon Dango is very popular. Oh, Urshifu. Okay, that's fine. We go for Eruption. And then, dude, Sun is up. I don't even think I care about what the Urshifu does. I'm just going to Body Press into the Regidrago slot. Okay, so, but he's giving me Goldengo then. I don't get this play. I understand you're trying to dodge the Body Press, but Eruption's going to go first here. Okay, you detect. So you just give me Drago. Okay, I guess I see what he's going for here. I guess I see what he's going for. He's trying to stall out. But he's also running out of Pokemon here. Goldengo just goes down. So now he can protect the Regidrago, but the Drago will lose to Hatterene in a 1v1. So I just need to make sure that this double up beats Urshifu and then we win. If I'm not mistaken, I have one more turn of Trick Room. I hope I have one more turn of Trick Room. If I don't, then he might have got me. Yeah. Okay, this is the last turn of Trick Room. So unless he hits a double protect, we're kind of chilling. So we go for the Eruption, and we go for the Body Press into Urshifu here. And we hope that this is enough. Yep, Regidrago goes for Protect. That's always going to happen. That's okay. He went for the double. That was the right play. If he would have got the double, then this game was over. So he made the right play. Yeah, Eruption plus Body Press should pick up the Urshifu, though. Yeah, I'd have to imagine at +2, I'm picking up Urshifu here. Yeah, see, that's why Bronzong is so good, is your opponent kind of overlooks it. You set up right in front of them after setting Trick Room, and then it's just kind of GG's, right? It's just kind of GG's. I am going to protect the Torkoal and try to set up a trick room here. I'm not sure that Dragon Energy is going to knock out my Bronzong. If it does, then I just bring in the Hatterene, right? So let's see. He is Terra Dragon, so Bronzong might be going down here, gamers. It's all because of that Terra Fire. I just wasted a turn by going for it. That's alright, though. Alright, so Dragon Energy goes into Protect. Yep. Alright, Bronzong, how bulky are you? Probably not bulky enough. Oh my god, Bronzong. You gotta chill. Oh, Bronzong takes a Terra Fairy Dragon Energy. I know he's so mad. I mean, like I said, guys, I had Hatterene in the back no matter what. So this was always going to be wrapped up, in my opinion. Do we still have Sun? No, we don't have Sun anymore. So I'm just going to go for Earth Powers for some chip damage. And I'm going to go for Body Press for some chip damage. Alright, battle was canceled. That's a GG's to my opponent. We didn't even have to bring out the Hatterene there. We were just kind of able to get them skilled. Shout out to my opponent, but he did not play into my team. So he allowed me to kind of set up Trick Room and just do what I want to do. Yeah. Alrighty, gamers, I hope you enjoyed that video. Hatterene popped off, Bronzong popped off, Torkoal does what Torkoal does. We didn't really get to feature Ursaluna too much, but remember, the Ursaluna is here for Regulation F, right? It's here to counter those Incineroars. But for now, the team performed really, really well on the ladder. Really, really powerful stuff. Expanding Force puts on so much pressure. Thank you guys for watching. 15 comments will get you the Poke Paste. Thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah.